Welcome back, everybody. You know, I tell you what, I'm so impressed with this house. It's gorgeous. And I know a good friend of mine would love it too. This is a young lady that I met when she was about this high, folks, Jessica Sims. And back in those days, the prognosis was not good. They said she would not live, maybe might get to middle school. You're not going to believe where she is now. Watch this.
Yes!
There's a very old saying, you've heard it. Something about lemons and lemonade. I heard it first one afternoon at Chuck E. Cheese.
You never ever give up. I've told her you fight to the very end. I say when life deals you lemons, you make lemonade.
That was almost 20 years ago, but I've never forgotten that mother's wisdom.
Don't ever give up. You got to accept what you can't change. You have to deal with it, make the best out of it, and move on.
Brave words, considering her little girl had just been given a 10% chance of living. But then came those fighting words again.
I told her if you want to live, you have to fight. I said when you can't fight, your dad, your sister, and myself, we will fight for you.
No, Jessica Sims would never make it past middle school, never go to high school or the prom, and certainly not graduate.
She said, Mom, I want to live to be a teenager and be able to go to the prom. She went to the prom May 2nd, and she graduated from high school May 16th.
And she didn't stop there. Nope. Jessica Sims started medical school at LSU, changed her mind, ended up in chemical engineering, graduated last spring. And today is a working girl, helping make tires in a little town outside of Nashville.
The city that I'm in, Clarksville, is very similar to Shreveport in a whole bunch of different ways. It's more family-centered, it's more close-knit, and it's close to a military town, which is Fort Campbell.
Jessica has been cancer-free for almost 20 years.
I am completely cancer-free. I am cured.
But returns to St. Jude every few years for follow-up evaluation. Never fails to stop in to see the men and women who saved her life.
They're very genuine and genuinely care and very compassionate.
And like Jessica and her very wise mother, they don't give up either. Too many cancers to cure, lives to save. They're too busy turning lemons into lemonade.
I'm very thankful that I have a life now. I'm not married right now, but I look forward to the day that the Lord blesses me with a husband and a family. And yeah, I thank y'all for following my story and just keeping tabs on me. And I just want to let you know I'm doing great. Thank y'all.
Isn't she a beautiful lady? I tell you what, I love that girl. And you know what? Jessica would look really good in a nice, new, shiny, maybe an SUV, maybe, she loves silver. I know Jess loves silver. Well, you know what? Maybe something like, hey, that's perfect. Mark Aber, how did you know how good Jessica would look in this? Buddy, you're the man, brother. I love this. This is gorgeous. What a great car for anybody. And you, a wonderful you, stepping into those shoes of Susan Moffat's, are giving this away. Are you kidding me?
That's right. This is a 2025 Jeep Compass Latitude that will be given away.
Giving this away. By the way, folks, this is a nice car. This is not a little baseline. It's got all the technology, media center.
It's really loaded with equipment. It's four-wheel drive. It's got forward collision warning, active lane management, blind spot detection, loads of features.
Wow.
Rick, this is a $30,000 vehicle.
$30,000 vehicle, and Jessica, or whoever else wins it, gets it for zero, or at least a ticket to the dream home, which is $100. What an investment. That's amazing. Now look, you're a very successful businessman. You have an amazing company, Abear's Town and Country. Big shoes to fill, as I mentioned earlier. Why are you doing this?
You know, it's really about the kids, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Amen.
I can't imagine what people go through when they get a diagnosis.
Yes.
But to know that they can go to St. Jude's
Yes.
and that medical team's going to take care of their kids
Yes.
at no cost to them, it's
Amen.
got to be a relief.
Yeah, and they also remove the financial burden on the parents.
Yes.
Jessica's mama, who I know quite well, talks about that a lot, that financial burden is removed. And then she's got a daughter who they said would not live till middle school. And now she's got a great job up in Tennessee and would look really good, by the way, in this beautiful, it's a Jeep Compass, right?
That's correct.
From Hebert's Town and Country, folks. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, Mark Hebert. It's a beautiful car, folks. But to win it, you got to give us a ticket. Just write a check for $100. What an investment that is. It's beautiful. Somebody's going to win it. I wonder who.